And welcome to the Raw.
No, he still get his ass whooped. He just positively, I'm gonna do this. What's real life situation? You get your ass handed to you, and you just, I got to go now. Nah, fuck that. Get out of here.
It's another one of those that you're pretty sure is tucking something away by the end of the day. God, I mean, the woman, she makes Mark Henry look little.
Want good news, and if you want good reviews, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah. Snap into a podcast. Hello, and welcome everybody to a special episode of GPTW. That is right, this is the show where ChatGPT tells us who it believes is going to win, and we talk about our predictions. So, I'm going to get the GPTW stuff out of the way first, and because Royal Rumble is such a big show with only 3 matches, but 2 of those matches are going to be about an hour long apiece, I figured we would go ahead and do a little ChatGPT prediction first, and then we're going to get into what each one of us, the boys, think is going to be happening on the show. Today it is me, your boy, Big T616. We have Hanji Manji down below over here. We have Dreshin down below over here. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Goal of 100 subscribers by Royal Rumble, 500 by WrestleMania. Help us get to it. We would love to see it. We would love to build the community. So, let's see here. Where do I have... You figured I would have these... you would figure I'd have these up immediately. There they are. So, what does ChatGPT think about the men's Royal Rumble? Let's go ahead and get into that first. So, it looks like... Did it not save? Yes, it did. Okay. So it looks like what ChatGPT thinks, based on all of the information and everything that's happened since Monday and all of the online chatter, it looks like ChatGPT believes that CM Punk is a strong favorite to win the men's 2025 Royal Rumble. His victory would be a logical move for several reasons. He has unfinished business, fan anticipation of wanting to see him come back, according to ChatGPT, and win a Royal Rumble. And then WrestleMania main event potential. Obviously, the story of him getting to a WrestleMania main event is a big story. We will get into who we think is going to win a little bit later on in about 10 minutes or so. Bear with us. Second thing, we're going to get right into the but the Women's Royal Rumble, in which the ChatGPT believes that Becky Lynch is the strong favorite to win. Now, she's not even announced for the Rumble, but she is heavily rumored that she is going to be a part of it, and her return is apparently imminent.
I'm not going to lie, she's not in mine at all. I didn't put her in.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Damn.
That's not a big deal. But the reasons that ChatGPT gives for saying that they think she's going to win is fan anticipation, which is Lynch has been absent from WWE programming, and her return would generate significant excitement. A Royal Rumble victory would capitalize on this momentum. And then her main event potential, winning the Royal Rumble would position Lynch for a marquee match at WrestleMania, potentially against reigning champion Tiff Stratton, offering a compelling storyline. And that is the reasoning that ChatGPT believes that Becky will win. Now you get to Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. ChatGPT believes that Cody Rhodes is going to win. We can go ahead and talk about that first, since the Royal Rumble matches are going to be the bigger matches. Yes, ChatGPT believes that Cody Rhodes is going to win because of his championship momentum. It only makes sense to have him do the wrestling match at WrestleMania, not Kevin Owens. So, what do you guys think about the ladder match? Do you think that Cody Rhodes is taking this, or do you think it's Kevin Owens' time?
I don't know. Like, Cody Rhodes has been acting a little funny, and most of the time when wrestlers are about to lose the belt, they act a little funny. It could be a curveball. I don't know.
So I think he's got
Uh,
the acting funny thing going, but I think we're looking at the acting funny is just starting to build. I think we're going to keep it until it's going to crash
right,
either right before Mania or it's going to crash at Mania. I think
right.
that's where he's going to crash out. I agree with ChatGPT on this one. I think Cody's going to take it. I think it's going to be a hell of a match. I think they're going to beat the dog crap out of each other, but I think Cody will walk away with it.
Yep. I tend to agree. It's gonna be a knockout, drag-out fight. It's gonna be a point in time where both competitors are on the ladder. They're gonna be throwing blows. Somebody may get pushed off the ladder into a table, but that's left to be seen.
It's fair enough, and I tend to agree with both of y'all. I believe that Cody's going to win. Look, it's very rare that the championship changes hands at a Royal Rumble. I would be very surprised if Cody's championship left him at the Royal Rumble. No offense against KO, but this one just ain't for him, I don't think.
I mean, if we're taking it from ChatGPT's angle as well, as far as the driving hype and capitalizing marketing and all that, I just don't think KO has the marketing push. I don't think he has the crowd behind him enough right now. His heel turn was good. Don't get me wrong. This KO has been wonderful. I just don't think he's got enough of the WWE universe behind him for the company to go, yeah, let's make him the face. So I don't see, going from ChatGPT's angle that it was pulling on the other matches. I don't see KO taking it.
Yeah, yep. And I think that's really well thought out. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get into the Royal Rumble matches. We're going to do the Women's Royal Rumble first. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and announce the people that are guaranteed in the Rumble. The people have already declared themselves. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start, we'll call it Nate. Who's Nate? We'll call it Dresh. We'll call it Hanji. And then we'll call it me. And what's going to happen is Dresh is going to name his predictions for the women who are going to be in there. What G and I are then going to do is we're going to cross off the names that overlap with ours. That way, we're not saying the same names over and over again. And then what we're going to do, if we can work this out in real time, the names that are unique on our lists, we will, that neither one of us has overlap on, we'll explain why we think they're going to be in the Rumble. Does that make sense? Because if all three of us think like, whatever, Maxime Dupree is going to be in the Rumble, there's no reason to talk about it because we all have reasonings why. But if I think someone like, I don't know, Tessa Blanchard, if I think Tessa Blanchard's going to be in the Women's Royal Rumble, then I would have to give reasons as to why, because maybe you two don't,
I thought about that. I was like, yeah, there's no fucking way they bring that kind of heat to the Rumble.
Yeah, not with the heat that's on her right now.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Like, that would not go over well. I tell you, that would not.
G's number one prediction is Hulk Hogan. I'm just saying.
Hey, she likes beer. But Dresh, go ahead, man, and let us know who are your predictions. Well, first of all, let me read the guarantees.
Go off of who we got. Yeah.
Our guarantees are, and just in case y'all don't have it, go ahead and cross it off if you haven't already. Nia Jax, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Ivy Nile, Lyra Valkyria, and Io Sky. They're all 10 women have already declared. That means 20 names we need from each one of us. So go ahead, Dresh.
And that was hard to find, I'm just going to say. All right, so my number 11, I got B-Fab.
Okay.
Then I got Zelina Vega.
Bastard.
I got Huh?
This is like you bastard.
I got Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Mi Chin, Piper Niven. Oh.
God damn.
messed up.
Slow the fuck down.
I was gonna say, hold on. All right. So
Where'd I lose you?
At the beginning. So you got
said
B-Fab, you got Zelina Vega.
B-Fab, Zelina Vega,
Yep.
Sonya Deville,
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler,
Okay.
Zoe Stark, Mi Chen, Piper Niven, Candice LeRae, Lash Legend. Now I don't feel good on this one, but I got Nikki Cross in there. It doesn't feel good, but it feels like a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Grace.
Man.
I trying to pull from, since there's rumors in the men's side that we might get Joe Hendry, and we've got the crossover with TNA. I pulled Havoc from TNA. To pull her over and give the women a TNA entrant as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alba Fire, Caden Carter, Natalia,
My girl.
Zarya
Who?
out of NXT.
Oh, okay.
Mario.
Yeah. Isla Dawn. I think we're going to see Asuka back.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Blair Davenport. And then instead of going with Becky Lynch, I just get the feeling hopefully they've gotten the contract dispute set up and I threw Alexa Bliss in. I don't feel good about it. I think we're going to see one or the other. I don't think we're going to see both. So that 30th spot I feel like is either going to be Alexa Bliss or Becky Lynch.
Well, you overlapped 14 of mine.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to say we were on the right wavelength with that.
Feels
knocked
good.
off a good amount.
All right, so G, who you got for women?
All right, I got Jakara Jackson, Jade Cargill, Shotzi, Cora Jade, Kyrie Sane, Jada Parker, Becky Lynch, Katana Chance. Did you say Maxine Dupree?
No, I did not put Maxine in.
Okay, Maxine Dupree.
I think she's too busy with her TikToks and Instagrams right now.
That's the point. Nikita Lyons.
Okay.
I switched it over after I sent T the message, but I got AJ Lee in there, and then Roxanne Perez.
Oh, I forgot about Roxanne. That one's going.
I've actually got to change. Yeah.
I don't know who I'd take out of mine for that, but yeah, I feel no.
I know
You say
exactly
Roxanne
who I'm
Perez,
taking out.
I almost guarantee you we're going to see her.
Which one do you think we're going to see?
Roxanne Perez.
Oh,
I almost guarantee you we're going to see her.
So, all right.
Yeah,
so
her
I've only
ability to
got I've only got 2 people left on my list.
Wow.
Yeah. So I say we were all on the same wavelength pretty much. I want to hear some so even though we kind of overlapped a little bit, what I'm going to do is I want to talk about the 2 that weren't mentioned, and then what I want y'all to do is talk about some of the NXT girls that y'all mentioned, like, and the TNA girls like Havoc. I want to hear more about like why y'all think it would be cool to have them in there. But what I got on mine, my predictions for the Women's Royal Rumble were Alexa Bliss, Asuka, B-Fab, Blair Davenport, Candice LeRae, AJ Lee, Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace, Caden Carter, Maxine Dupree, Mi Chen, Natalia, Piper Niven, Roxanne Perez, Shayna Baszler, Sonya Deville, Zelina Vega, Zoe Stark, and then the 2 that weren't mentioned were Becky Lynch and Chelsea Green. So Becky slated to come back.
I said Becky Lynch.
Huh?
I said Becky Lynch.
You said Becky Lynch? All right, so then it was
Yeah, he
just
did.
one. It was just one that wasn't mentioned then. Sorry, I missed that. So Chelsea Green. So the reason I think that Chelsea Green's going to be in there is because Lyra's in there, and I think that if Piper's in there, Piper's going to do some kind of security bit with Chelsea. I think Chelsea comes out first, and then Piper comes out either the very next one or the one after. So that's kind of what I think about it.
I got you.
So, and I think that Mi Chen is going to come out with Chelsea in some kind of number with Chelsea to kind of push that feud. I think someone else might have a feud with Chelsea and start their feud there. But that's kind of what I think about that. Dresh, talk to us a little bit. I'm actually, so I was thinking about Alba Fire and Isla Dawn myself, because I would love to see them in there,
Mhm.
but I just don't know if they've got room. But G talked a lot about NXT women. I want you to talk a little bit about Lash Legend, Nikki Cross, and Havoc. Those three caught my eye when you called them out. So why do you think they'd be good? What do you think that their pluses would be in there?
Lash Legend has just been, if you've paid attention to NXT as of late, Lash Legend has been hot. Lash Legend is a big name that, they've been doing a lot with her. She's looking good. Like, not just like her looks, I mean like her actual wrestling, her character, all that put together. Like she's been big in there. I think they will pull her up for it because it'll, in my opinion, she kind of feels like another Bianca Belair without the hair. She's got a lot of the attitude, a lot of that. I like to see her style, her movesets. She's flashy in the ring. I think she'll be good for it.
Oh yeah.
When we're talking Nikki Cross, I think creative is really struggling to do something with the Wyatt Six right now. Everybody says, oh, they're just waiting for Alexa Bliss to get in. They're just waiting on Alexa Bliss, and then they'll build it from there. I think creative is struggling to find a way to use them the way they built them. Like, the build-up was awesome, but now that they're here, it's like, oh, fuck, what do we do? So I think, they've thrown Dexter Loomis out there. They've thrown, Uncle Howdy. They've thrown most of the men out there to do their thing, and you've seen Nikki in a handful of times. I think this is where they try and throw her in and see if she's still viable outside of the, mixed tag area and all that is where I really want to see them use her and not just have her sit on the side as not as something to look at, because her character really isn't the way they've got her. But, I want to see her actually be used and not just sat.
Makes sense.
And then Havoc, you know what? I went back and watched a few matches with Havoc in it because I was looking through the women. I will tell you, I struggled. I had a hard time getting my 30, and I just felt like since I really think they're gonna pull Joe Hendry over. I don't think he's got a snowball's chance in hell. He's probably gonna get thrown out 3 seconds after he gets in. Kind of like the Canadians did last year when they brought him in, because remember for the Royal Rumble, they had the Canadian Wrestling League. They sent us, I think it was 2 females from up there. So I don't think he's going to make a big impact, but I think they're going to do that cross just to bring it in. And looking through TNA's women, the one that stood out to me just off of name was Havoc. And then, she's got the gas mask on, so it's a different character than you see for a lot of, it's kind of punkish. And then once she's in the ring, she'd be something in the ring to kind of almost counter Nia. She's not another monster, but she's a big girl. Like, she's 6 foot 264. So when I mean big girl, I mean she's, height wise menacing.
Okay.
So we'd have somebody else in the ring instead of 37 wrestlers trying to throw Nia out. You'd have somebody that might actually be able to, once they beat her down a little bit, toss her out without 14 people working together.
Okay.
But
all right. Well, very cool. Well, I honestly think Lash Legend would be a good pick. Havoc, from what it sounds like, would be a great pick. I don't know about Nikki, but it'd be nice to see her in there, to be honest. So, Hanji, go ahead and tell us about Jakara Jackson, Shotzi, Cora Jade, all these women that you mentioned. You mentioned a lot of NXT women. Why do you believe that NXT is going to be featured so heavily in this Women's Rumble?
Well, it's not even featured heavily. It's more so they're going to be in there just to showcase them. I'm pretty sure, Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade are gonna move up to the main roster because they just feel like it's their time. But like to pick Jada Parker, that's just getting her in the showcase because she is a monster on the mat. I would have said Lola Vice, but we already got a big booty chick in there, and that's Nikita Lyons. So I feel like she's gonna get in there, mix it up with Nia, maybe mix it up with Jade. Shotzi's always a pleasure to have at the room. Huh?
Like, what makes you think they're gonna bring Jade back now?
Because it's just gonna be a big ass.
I feel like her return would be better between now and Elimination Chamber, and put her in the chamber.
Nah, because the chamber's too enclosed. Like, it's too much protection in there. You have her come out during a Royal Rumble, while I'm assuming Naomi's the one that did it. Her eyes are gonna light the fuck up if she looks up that ramp and see Jade, and then you're just gonna see some shit go down between her, Bianca, and Naomi. You're gonna see some shit go down, and that's gonna be a big ass pop. That's why I say Jade.
I mean, I could see it. I wondered because there's been like nothing on anybody's radar about her coming back. At least not. That's my point. There's nothing on nobody's radar, but she's been tweeting a little bit more. It's messages here and there, just kind of like, oh yeah, don't forget about me. So I think this would be the perfect time to get her out there. She has been tweeting between Mai Tais and Jamaica, yes.
Facts. And I say AJ Lee simply off of what CM Punk said. That, if I mention this person, I'm going to get in trouble. He also could have been talking about Becky just because, he's talking about Seth Rollins' wife. But I'm just going to assume maybe it's AJ Lee.
Yeah. True. So, okay. Yeah, the Women's Royal Rumble is going to be fantastic. Honestly, I'm predicting Charlotte Flair to take the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be cut and dry, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I think that
if she does it, that'll be a pop.
Well,
if she does it, that'll be a big ass pop.
Well, either Charlotte Flair is going to win and choose Tiffany, or she's going to be in the last two and get eliminated by somebody else who's going to choose Rhea. So, but I still see Charlotte winning. Either way, we're going to go ahead and move over to the Men's Royal Rumble. We're going to do the same format. We'll start with Dresh. All right, so the confirmed men, we have 13 men confirmed already for the Royal Rumble. CM Punk, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Carmelo Hayes, and Joe Hendry.
Is Joe, he's confirmed?
He confirmed. He said he'll be there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, that's 16.
Is that 16?
Because
Joe Hendry would make 16 because there's also Penta. I don't think you mentioned Penta.
Penta and Chad Gable.
Yep.
I didn't say Chad Gable. Yeah, 100% will Chad Gable be in there. You're right, because he did confirm. So I'm gonna put that in the confirmed. I don't know how I missed that. I've been going as they confirm. It's wild. Anyway, yes, Penta didn't necessarily confirm. He just did the Sierra Romero, but it's obvious that he's going to be in there. So that's why I put him in a prediction for me.
It was on the he was on that list to confirm though, that you sent out.
Yeah, So he was on that list, but there was never. I never saw an actual announcement. We can move it to confirm, but either way, it doesn't change much anyway. So let's go ahead and treat him as confirmed. Where do I have him? No, I have him somewhere on here. There he is. But Dresh, go ahead and give us your. So if that's the case, we need 17 names. So give us your 17 names that you got.
All right. I got Obafemi.
God damn it.
Jimmy Uso. I got The Rock in here. Kofi Kingston. Xavier Woods. Dirty Dom. Jacob Fatu. Randy Orton. Trick Williams.
Motherfucker.
Ludwig Kaiser. Karrion Kross.
Motherfucker.
Damian Priest, Apollo Crews, and Zilla Fatu.
Damn.
Zilla's my surprise out of the
Holy
whole thing.
Heard. God fucking damn.
All right, I got
Well,
9
still
left,
your
so
thunder,
that's
big
good.
boy? How many?
You
What?
You hit 8 of mine. I got 9 left.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, go ahead, G. Hit us with it.
Alright. Alright. I got Andrade,
Mhm.
Braun Strowman, Ethan Page. You said Fatu already. Damn it. Tama Tonga.
I took Strowman out after, supposedly Jacob Fatu killed him.
He sent out that tweet though, so that's what I'm thinking he's gonna be in there.
No.
And then all I have left is Solo Sikoa, Santos Escobar, and Haikalua. Not Zilla. I got Haikalua since he's
Okay.
confirmed signed.
I thought Zilla was confirmed signed. I thought he's just at the training center.
All
No?
right.
He's
Okay.
not confirmed signed. He's with Booker T's program.
Booker
Okay.
T. Booker T. All right. So I'll mention the ones that I cross over with you guys, and then I'll mention. I still have like 7 left. So Obafemi, Braun Strowman, Jacob Fatu, Ludwig Kaiser, Dominic Mysterio, Jimmy Uso, Karrion Kross, The Rock, Solo Sikoa, Trick Williams. The ones that I mentioned that neither one of y'all did was The Miz, Carlito, Sheamus, Bronson Reed, Ilya Dragunov, Ric Flair,
Ooh, nigga,
Ric Flair,
come on, buddy.
and
Motherfucker, if I hear in the middle of that match,
Woo!
and
He not gonna make it up the ramp.
my surprise that I've been watching is the return of Malachi Black, FKA Aleister Black.
Nice. I can see that.
So that would be pretty dope. His contract with AEW ends February 1st. And after that, he's free to do whatever he wants. The Royal Rumble is February 1st. I think it would be awesome. So that's why I think that he's coming out. I think Ric Flair's coming out because he's friends with Triple H. I think that he made that offhanded comment about being in there. I think that they're going to let him come out. I think it's a waste of a person. I think it should be somebody else like a Randy Orton. But I don't think Randy Orton comes out just yet.
all right. So, real quick, let me piss in your cornflakes with Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
January
He's still-
5th, he said, let me clean some things up. Dirt sheets report ankle fracture or injury. He said, I unfortunately smashed my talus bone completely in half. I had to have it surgically repaired with screws and fragments taken out. I've also had some bone marrow taken from my hip and put into my foot. So
Yeah,
he says, now this
No,
means
he
I
ain't
won't be at Raw Netflix premiere. Don't expect a Rumble surprise. And he said, my biggest loss is no Mania. So keep me on social media. Understand I have a serious injury. I've gone with serious surgeries and have serious implications from that. It's not merely a fracture. And then the article that's linked from says that the doctors aren't sure that he'll even be able to come back.
Heard.
Damn.
Heard. Yeah, so then I would just say Randy Orton instead of Bronson Reed. That's what I would put in, but which is what was already said.
I would have loved to see Bronson Reed. I love Big Bronson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been good.
I remembered reading that. I just pulled it up just now because I remembered reading it at one point.
I was like, yeah, he's done. He's cooked. He's cooked
Oh.
until maybe mid next year.
So, all right. Dresh, I didn't write them down this time, but which ones were unique to you? Which names were unique to you on the men's list?
I think The Rock was unique to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think Apollo Crews was unique to me.
I had The Rock, but yeah, Apollo Crews is unique.
Okay. Apollo Crews, I'd like to see it. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'd like to see it. Zilla Fatu, I'm not sure about. Like I said, Zilla was kind of a wild card in there. I swear I thought I remembered seeing something where he was signed, and he's been at several Raw events here recently. They've seen him in the crowds. But, you know, it'd be nice to see Fatu have some actual family in the build.
True.
And I think that's all that was actually unique to me, because I heard at least one of you say Obafemi.
Yep.
At least one of you said Trick Williams, Ludwig, Carrion. I don't know if anybody said Damien other than me.
Yeah, that was you. I forgot about Damien.
So,
It's sad.
Damien's mine because of his interaction with Cody the other night, saying "I'll see you soon, champ."
Yeah.
So that's why he went into my roster.
Gotcha.
And I think that's all the uniques I had.
Sweet. All right, G, what about you?
I think, did anybody see Andrade?
No, but he makes sense since Charlotte's going to be there.
Yeah, I'm piggybacking off of T's. Oh, Andrade's only there because Charlotte's there. Well, yeah, he'll be in the Royal Rumble. But he's actually going to bring some shit to the Royal Rumble. It'll be fine. I put in Ethan Page because the man's been hot on NXT. Not as hot as Trick Williams and Obi Femo, but still just hot. Did anybody say Tama Tonga?
I did not say the Tonga.
All right. I mean, you can't have the "I love you." Well, he ain't saying that no more. You can't have the "you know what I mean" without the yeah. You can't have one without the other, man.
It's true.
He is his own man now, and he is blossoming.
He is.
Man,
I also put in I also put in Santos Escobar because I feel like they have to have at least one opposite luchador of Penta and Rey Mysterio, so I feel like he goes in there. And then I put Hikalua because that'll be the surprise, the next Bloodline member.
Yeah.
And Flair. No, that was him. That was him.
No,
All right.
No, that was T.
I'm waiting to hear that one.
So motherfucker's drunk.
So here's the big question that everybody's wondering is who's going to take the men's Royal Rumble?
No. I need your explanations.
I gave my explanations. I did mine
Yeah,
first.
he gave his for Flair. Because he was saying how Flair had ties with Triple H, and he mentioned that he was going to be in there, and yeah, he's going to be drunk. He ain't going to get touched in the ring. He's just going to be in the corner. Woo! 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 That motherfucker is senile. He is borderline. He don't need to be nowhere near that damn ring.
And he's racist.
That too.
No, they're all racist at this point.
I mean, they all are from that era. I get it, but
but no, Malachi Black, because his contract is up, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Ilya Dragunov is his injury's almost up, and if it's not almost up, then AJ Styles will be taking Dragunov's place for me. I think Sheamus, because he has history with Ludwig, he has history with Braun Breaker. It just makes sense.
now you say AJ. I had to look AJ up because we ain't seen shit from him after, like, we saw him one more time after the I Quit match, and then we ain't seen a fucking thing out of him. Yeah. Evidently, he's just been doing house shows and that sort of thing. He is still active.
Yeah.
He's just been, AWOL from the TV.
Yep, and then Carlito and Pete Dunne are interchangeable for me. And then I think The Miz...
No, that would be Butch.
That's fair. And then I think The Miz will be the next one to come out, or one of the ones to come out, just because he has these different storylines coming, and they're trying to keep his name out there. So I think The Miz coming out would make sense.
I am surprised that none of us called R-Truth.
R-Truth. I was going to say, that would be a surprise entry, just for comedic relief.
Yeah. One thing I like about this Rumble...
he might put somebody else out.
One thing I like about this Rumble is that there's so many believable winners in this Rumble, from secondary believable winners to primary believable winners, and I think it's great. I think that there's a lot of main event potential that could be coming out of this. I think it almost makes sense for Gunther to lose his title before WrestleMania. So you can do some other kind of main event matches. But
I will tell you my prediction, just off of the interaction from the other night. My prediction is Punk. I think Punk's going to win it. I don't want him to, but I think he's gonna.
I think Randy throws his ass over.
Yeah.
I would like to see the Viper.
Who do you think wins it? You think Orton takes it, G?
I think Orton takes it. Like,
Okay.
part of me wants to say just a random ass person, like maybe like Logan, Logang, you know. But I think it would make more sense for
I will log
Randy
out
Orton to win.
right now.
Yo, I'm telling you, if he gets his hand raised, I'm gonna call you up and like, look at this shit.
Well, I will say that it's either going to be Cena or CM Punk. Because both.
I don't think it'll be Cena. I think they'll give Cena the Elimination Chamber.
That's kind of where I'm leaning, because I think they're going to show Cena chasing the title more than just giving it to him at the beginning of his run. So I think he's going to chase it.
Shit.
I think that he might not even go to the main event of WrestleMania, and I think that he might get it at SummerSlam, like you were talking about, Dresh.
What do you think about Cena getting the Money in the Bank?
I think that would be cool. I wouldn't have a problem with it. I think that's actually a better way to go, in my opinion. So, but outside of that, that's my pick. G, you pick Randy Orton, and Dresh, you pick CM Punk.
Yep.
One of those three are most likely going to win. 100%.
Watch it. It ain't gonna be none of them. It's gonna be a motherfucker like fucking Chad Gable to win it.
Tom wins it.
The returning Vince McMahon's going to win. My second Royal Rumble pal. But anyway.
Nah, it'd be fucking LA. It'd be LA Knight or some shit.
Nah, number 30 is Rhea Ripley, and she wins the men's.
Jeez.
Man, sick. You know how the incels will feel about that?
Oh, man. But either way, this video has ran longer, but it's nature of the beast since it's the Royal Rumble video. So we're going to go ahead and close it up right here. You guys already know what it is. And if you like good news and if you like good reviews, you're going to come right here, baby, to It's All a Work. Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah! Snap into a podcast.
He eat corn dogs and call it a protein shake. I don't know. We out.